Here's the patch notes for Rainbow Six Siege Update 2.2 coming out March 1st on PC and March 8th for the consoles. So it's not really anything major as far as like changes, but it is a lot of quality of life improvement. So first off is they added a report button for cheaters, and they added the introduction of kill cams in ranked. They added in custom games the infinite overtime. So basically you can't win a custom game unless you win by a differential of +2. So if you're in overtime and you win one, you have to win a second one in order to end the game. So that's kind of cool. Then we have the they fucked with the spawn points. They made them really good from there. They made really good graphics. You should check them out. I'll leave a link in the description below. And but the graphics look really cool, and they show how they changed the spawn points. Really fucking good. Props to them. This is some solid shit. This is some shit that like developers like struggle with the spawn points still. So props to these guys for really fucking like here, we're gonna show you how we changed it, and we're changing it everywhere we can think of. Here you go. They even added some shit to the map to protect you more. It's just really fucking cool that they tried their ass off on it. It's nice. It's refreshing. They made ranked matchmaking improvements, and it's just like a general thing. Like they you know, like I said, they improved upon the ranking system. There's more infinite details, but I'm going over it real quick. I don't even play ranked, so that's why I don't even like know. So you have operators that were posed in a T-pose do not display any texture. That got fixed. 3 hate registration fixes. One of them while ziplining and using a drone. One of them players take no damage when shot in one of their feet. And defenders have a difficulty time damaging a hostage carrier while he or she is in rappel. That was all. Those are all fixed. Weapons sometimes disappear through walls. The drone sometimes flies out of bounds when thrown. Sometimes the drone would go through the map. All been fixed. Gadgets placed on the ground cannot be put on top of barricade debris. That's been fixed. The ADS animation sometimes gets corrupted when shield-wielding operators aim. That's been fixed. Thermite sometimes a reinforced trapdoor will not be destroyed by his charge. That's been fixed. Buck pressing his gadget key while holding a secondary weapon does not go out of the skeleton key mode. And Glaz, same thing, when he has a secondary out, it did not switch his scope on and off. That's also been fixed. That's pro. You have the best one and the saddest one to see fixes. Sledge's hammer can't be seen floating anymore during the end of a round camera, which is sad because that shit was always silly as fuck. There has been, what is that, 5 yacht changes, just like general map shit. One of them is red block walls not displaying during the preparation phase. Drones wouldn't collision on the block east. Ice glacier. The defenders can't place barbed wire on the interior stairs of the map. Secure area doesn't cover the entire room of the cockpit, preventing the objected to be captured and defended while standing in a specific position. Sounds cheap. And they patched an exploit on yacht where players were able to vault near the roof of the end of the yacht. Oh, inside the ceiling. I remember that. Those guys are facts. 2 changes. Oregon attackers can shoot defenders through a small gap near junkyard spawn point, exit hall, dining hall. That's been fixed. I'm not sure if I know what that is. And Oregon drones have had difficulty navigating through 2 ventilation shafts near the abandoned school bus. Those have been fixed. I think I actually remember those. Chalette, an invisible wall collision would prevent players from shooting at enemies behind it on the 2nd floor near the railing. I have no thing with that. 2 changes to House 1. Pillows have no collision with players' gadgets. That's been fixed. Sounds funny. And players can fall through the map when rappelling near the river docks area. I have no experience with that. Russian Cafe, the bottom layer of the destructible wall from the pillar dining room cannot be vaulted over after destroying the wall. That's been fixed, and sometimes there was lighting issues on maps, and they fixed those. They have some spectator mode fixes, just a bunch of general ones, I believe. They have miscellaneous fixes, PlayStation 4 fags. If you players met, PS4 players met a feature that the Friends tab in the PlayStation dynamic menu has had no functionality. That's been fixed. I was talking about the PlayStation fags. And the countdown, 15, 10, 5 seconds remaining. Announcer voice still happens after the diffuser has been planted when the bomb is planted late in the round. That's been fixed. And that's about it. So it's 750 megabytes. May vary per platform, but roughly, so a little less than a gig. But yep, that's been Gangster 7 with the patch notes. And then, like I said, they changed spawn points on some of the maps. There's pictures for it. It'll probably be in the thumbnail, some of them. But yeah, it's really fucking cool where they show you how the spawn points were, and they changed them, and they showed you maybe some additions to the map. That's Pro. Really cool graphic. But this has been Gangster 7 with the patch notes. Kind of an underwhelming patch notes, but nonetheless, it's been good. Peace out.